I'm Greg Gossel, a mixed media artist, and this is my show Sleepwalking at White Walls. Just always seemed like art in some capacity was something I would always do. You know, I didn't know necessarily what. And then I decided to go to college for graphic design. After school, I got a job working as a designer in Minneapolis, but then over time, I was kind of doing my personal work at home in my apartment, and that continued to grow and kind of scaled back my design work and getting to, I guess, where I am now, just doing full-time personal work. So I think my background in design informs a lot of my personal work as far as appropriating images and text from different sources and kind of layering it all together. Yeah, back in college, I just, towards later on in my college career, whatever, I started to play around with collage more and doing larger canvases. I just liked the texture and layering of kind of mixing these variety of images together. So I'm always intrigued by the kind of the over-the-top nature, the exaggerated emotion and kind of imagery in comic books, and the really bold, from an aesthetic sense, the bold shapes and forms and lines. So, and mixing that with kind of this pop culture, that more illustrative, exaggerated, kind of emotional imagery from comic books with this, tabloids and kind of logos and old newspapers, and kind of created an interesting contrast to me. This show, Sleepwalking, I feel like I'm kind of building upon some of the themes I've touched on in past work, but also kind of introducing some more of this superhero Iron Man imagery. Found it interesting, the suit of his iron suit, but on the inside he's still very, frail and just a regular guy pretty much, so and kind of playing off a lot of times I've used the damsels in distress from pulp, romance comics and things like that. So it was kind of an interesting contrast, the more masculine, tough side of kind of in this realm of comics, superhero, mixing that with some of the cultural icons and things I've used in the past, as well as incorporating some new ones.